So one of the things that happened after 9/11 was that the Bush administration decided that the people captured during the War on Terror would not be considered prisoners of war, and instead they would be considered enemy combatants or detainees, which meant they wouldn't have the same protections that prisoners of war had under the Geneva Conventions. And another thing that happened was that the Secretary of Defense at the time, Donald Rumsfeld, put out that service members could use enhanced interrogation techniques, which was later taken away and considered pretty much torture. But yeah, he said that service members could do that. And I remember thinking at the time that there very likely would be some kind of abuses coming out of this. And it didn't take long before the Abu Ghraib scandal happened. And I don't know if they actually ever released all the details of what happened in that scandal, but from what they did release, it was pretty bad and pretty damaging to our country's reputation. And there was a lot of news coverage about the soldiers in the pictures, the soldiers that were participating in the torture. But what I didn't hear a lot of was about the leadership, and in particular, the leadership such as Donald Rumsfeld and the Bush administration that pretty much set up the scene for something like this by taking away the Geneva Convention protections and by saying that service members had a right to use enhanced interrogation techniques and basically creating an environment of permissiveness. So, even though they created that environment and set the scene for an Abu Ghraib scandal to occur, who got in trouble? It was the little guy. And the Abu Ghraib scandal was pretty much what I was thinking about when I heard Stephen Miller up there giving an address saying that ICE could do pretty much whatever they wanted and that they had full immunity. And how long did it take for abuses to occur and for ICE to be executing people in the streets? And instead of just pointing the finger at the individual ICE agents, shouldn't we also be pointing the finger at the root of the problem, which is the leadership that's creating the environment for abuses to occur?